Now, is it better for me to double fist it, or should I do one udder at a time? I am a beginner. Keep that in mind.
I think you should do one at a time.
And did I really just say double fist it with an udder? I really did. Okay, I'm going to try one at a time. Okay. That way I can use the mic.
Okay, start from the top.
Okay.
If you can.
What the heck is happening?
It's hard. It took me about a week to learn.
Wow. Oh my God.
All right, with the magic of TV, why don't you get back down there and show me what?
Okay, sugar.
I'm on to you. I am on to you. So not into it. Oh, look. What you looking at? Hey, goat. I apologize to every goat farmer out there that thinks.
And every ex-boyfriend.
Maybe she could milk a goat because it didn't work well.
Oh, Mark. No, he didn't say that. It's 6:35.
Wow.
Right?
You give us $5, I'll give you whatever is under her hat.
I'm okay.
Okay. Protect and serve, I guess. If you give me $5, I will give you whatever is under her hat. No? If y'all gave us $5, we'll give you whatever is under her hat.
Damn. See, I like to test the water, so.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Uh-oh. That's a 5? Thank you. What? It's a prize for you.
Open it.
What? She ran away. Yay! What are you gonna do with it, sis? You don't know what you're gonna do with it yet? You gonna hold on to it? Okay, hold on to it until you figure out what to do with it. Glad we can help y'all out today. Y'all have a good one. If you give
Yo, son. Fosse. This is your boy. Oh, so you gonna be like that? Look, he already crying. Fosse. Take care of your seat.
Oh, she's holding his pup.
Okay. You don't want your son?
Leave him alone, bro. That ain't his kid, bro.
That's your son.
That's not his kid, bro. Leave him alone.
Boss.
He don't know where she been.
He
That's
look
right,
like
boss.
you.
Stand on
This is your
business.
son.
He don't look like you, boy.
You better take care of your kid.
Stand
That's
on
crazy.
business, boy.
Stop being mean.
Yeah.
Boss.
Stand on
This is your
business.
son.
Look it. Stand on
So
business.
you're not gonna see him? That's not your son?
Wow.
No, look it. He looked at him. Yeah, that ain't his son. That's your son? Look at him,
That's your
boss.
son? No?
Look, he looking in his eyes. That's your son,
That's your
boy?
son?
Oh, yeah, he hot. Look at him.
What was that?
Is there a black person here?
What did you just say?
I said, is there a black person here?
Do you have a question?
Yeah. Is there a black person here?
Chip, why are you asking that?
Janice said there was one in here. Came to check.
There's a white person here too.
Well, I don't need one of those.
Chip, please stop what you're doing.
What's the big deal? I'm just trying to find the black person here.
Well, you found her. Okay, you got her today. Okay, let me see. Let me set my sparkling down.
Oh, here it is. Got it.
Are you saying, is there a black purse here?
Yeah. Success. I like your haircut, Linda.
What was that?
Is there a black purse in here? Funny. He just said it without, a space in there. Is there a black person? Is there a black purse in? I was told there was a black person here. Funny. Yo, that's what the fuck is up. That's funny. That's funny. True definition of misunderstanding. That's funny. That is fun. This person, I don't know how much of that is a skit, or could that be right? You know what I'm saying? Could that be real life? Could that be real life? Could that really happen? Just think, you personally, if you go to work and you go into a room and like a break room and you put your purse in there, you come to work with a black purse, you know what I'm saying? And you send anybody in there and you'd be like, yo, would you go in there and would you see if there's a black purse in there? And if you can't find it, would you ask whoever's in there if there was a black purse in there? And you can break it down slow like that, and somebody will walk in the room and be like, hey, is there a black person in here? Is there a black person here? That's funny. That's funny. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, what's going on YouTube? I need to make this video as fast as I can because it's quiet in my background. And usually every time I start recording, boom, it gets active. All right, so here I am. I'm listening to some videos and I'm editing a video of me listening to some videos. Who would have thunk it? And I'm listening to this guy tell this story and he's like, he said he violated all the rules that a woman should follow whenever she's at the bar single, by herself. And I want you to how can you find this video? It's Can't Stop Laughing hyphen R8X. And it says, it's so funny, I can't stop laughing. I don't know how you're gonna find this video, but you know what? Fuck it. Check this out. Okay, no. Basically, I'm gonna play it after I tell you this quick short story. Hopefully I can make it quick. Alright, so when I was a teenager, I looked older for my age, alright? And I had already been expelled from school, and then I was working at this restaurant, and the restaurant was close to the end of the block. At the end of the block, there was a gas station. I would go to that gas station, and I'd buy cigarettes, and I'd buy beer. All right, I go after work, in my uniform, go get some beer, things like that. So it seemed legit that I'd be old enough to do all this shit without getting carded, because I had a job. Anyway, there was a homosexual guy that worked there, and I knew he was kind of funny, you know what I mean, because the way he used to. Anyway, I knew he was kind of funny, and I went in there one day on my day off to get some cigarettes, and he was like, yo, you gonna get you some beer today? I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get any beer right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go chill. And he was like, well, I'm gonna get off here in a little bit, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna be doing? I was like, I ain't gonna be doing shit. So he was like, hey, so once you get these cigarettes right here, the cigarettes is on me. I'm like, well, shit, if you gonna give them to me, fuck, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting up here trying to say I stole some shit. He was like, no, you good. And I was like, all right, then, thanks for the pack of cigarettes. He was like, here, why don't you go ahead and get another pack of cigarettes? I was like, well, shit, no shit. I was like, let me at least pay for one pack. You know what I mean? So I paid for one pack, and I was like, all right, my conscience is clear on this. You know what I'm saying? Can't say I stole shit. You know what I mean? And so here it is. He was like, well, why don't you come back in about 15, 20 minutes, and when I get off, you know what I'm saying, we can go get a couple of drinks at my place. I was like, all right, shit, fuck it, I ain't doing shit. So I went back to the restaurant where I worked at. Got me a little something to eat. And then, I came back and I was like, well, shit, you done? He was like, man, I'm just not getting off. I'm closing up right now. So he gets off his shift, and we load up in his car, and we go to his crib. And then I go upstairs, because he stays upstairs. And we're sitting there, this fucking place is cluttered. It's like no place I would want to live. But anyway, we go in his room and shit, sitting there chilling. And I'm standing up, and he's sitting down on his bed. He was like, well, shit, you ain't got to stand up, you know what I'm saying? You go ahead and sit down. And I was like, got a chair? And he was like, well, it can't fit no chair in here. You see, I got a mess in here. I was like, well, shit, okay. So I sat on the bed, and I'm looking around, and he was like, let me go get you that beer. So he went and got that beer, and I was drinking, sipping on it and shit, whatever the fuck. And he was like, so what you want to do? And I was like, man, I'm going to sip this beer, maybe two, then I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And he was like, all right, cool. And he was like, You wanna watch some TV? And I was like, sure, what you got? He's like, man, you know, I got all these little tapes right here. You know what I'm saying? Or you can sit back and chill, watch some cable. I was like, what you got down there, man? And I seen all the little porn shit that he had. And I was like, that's fucked up. That's crazy. You watching that shit? I was like, well, I like shit like that. That's cool. Just shooting the shit, you know, talking about his collection and everything like that. So, you know, I was like, well, let me get another beer. I'll finish this one. And I'll see what's up with the TV. Man, put the TV on. Found, flipping through the channels. Didn't find shit. Just flipping through the channels, talking shit. And then I get halfway through the beer, the second beer, and I start feeling a little buzz kick in. Because I had already smoked some trees. And he was like, so what you smoking on? I was like, man, I had some trees earlier, man. Shit, if I knew I was going to be kicking them with y'all, I would have saved that shit. Could have smoked together, you know what I'm saying? He's like, well, I got some. I was like, for real? I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. I didn't know you smoke. Don't you got to get piss tests and shit like that? He's like, yeah, every now and then, but, you know, I get a heads up. So it's like, okay, I'm flipping through the channels, and he's rolling something. And then I'm just like, all right. And he started smoking some shit. And then I was like, man, that shit smells good, you know what I mean? Because I like to smell some good trees. And I finished my beer, took a couple puffs off his shit, and that motherfucker kind of stretched out and laid on his bed. I'm like, the trees is good, but it ain't that damn good. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm watching TV, motherfucker start rubbing his stomach and shit. I was like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. And so I hit it a couple more times. I was like, so yeah, man, what you gonna be doing for the rest of the day? It was like, man, I'm off, you know what I'm saying? I might even go to the lake or something. I was like, cool, you enjoy that shit, man. I need to get the fuck up out of here. Thank you for the drink, thank you for the smoke. Next time the smoke is on me, and you know what I'm saying? And just let me know when your next day is off. The next time I see the store, let me know when your next day is off. I mean, let me know when your next day off is. And he was like, all right, cool, you about to leave? Yeah. You know, I'm keeping all the formalities short. You know what I'm saying? Getting the fuck up out of there. I'm like, ain't no dude about to rub his stomach around me. You know what I'm saying? Cock up in the air. You know what I mean? He didn't have a heart on or nothing, but it's still, you know, shit. I know the fucking, the who, what, when, where, why's. I pull the shit. I do the tricks. You know what I'm saying? Nah. It ain't going down. So I felt a little dirty. You know what I mean? I felt a little dirty. So I got the fuck up out of there. Now that shit was crazy. So here it is with this video right here. You know, I got to the end of it and I was like, I wonder if he felt dirty. And that's what made me remember, you know what I'm saying, my little story. So here it is. Let me rewind this shit and I want you to check out this video, alright?
I broke every single rule that a woman is not supposed to break at a bar consecutively. Went to the bar by myself, sat down at the bar, started drinking. Man walks in, sits down next to me, starts talking to me. We start talking back and forth, chopping it up. He's like, what you drinking, man? I said, Dos Equis. He's like, let me buy you a drink. I was like, okay. I ain't gonna say no to a free beer. I'm dumb. I ain't stupid. Just keep on talking. He's like, hey, man, you like fast cars? I was like, yeah, I like fast cars. He's like, hey, man, you want to see my fast car? I was like, yeah, I want to see your fast car. We go outside. We look at his souped-up Porsche. He's like, hey, man, you want to hear me turn it on? I was like, yeah, I want to hear you turn it on. He turns it on, starts revving his engine. He's like, hey, man, you want to get inside? I was like, yeah, I want to get inside. I get inside the car. He's like, hey, man, you want to go for a drive? I was like, yeah, I want to go for a drive. We took what should have been a 7-minute drive in less than 2 minutes. That car was absolutely fast as hell, okay? Got back to the bar. And I realized while sitting at the bar in that moment, I was like, yeah, you just broke every single rule. You started talking to a strange man. You accepted a drink from a strange man. You let a strange man lure you outside. You let a strange man tempt you with his fast car. You got in said fast car of strange man. And then you left with said strange man. Now, yes, you came back, but you left with said strange man that you had just met. Yep.
He said, yep.
I had a moment. I'm okay now. Turns out it was one of my mom's friends. But that's not the point, okay? That's not the point. I broke every single one of those rules consecutively, one after the other.
That's crazy.
That's why I go out with friends.
Oh, I know you didn't. Did you just hit me, girl? You assaulted me, little girl. You don't even seem remorseful about it or nothing. Here. Yeah. How did it feel? What you looking at me like that for? You the one hit me first and kick here. One more. You hit me like 4 times. I remember. Yeah. Crawl away. Gone. You can crawl away, but you can't crawl away from this problem.
That's funny.
Oh, I know you didn't.
He said,
you just hit me, girl. You assaulted me, little girl. You don't even seem remorseful about it or nothing. Here. Yeah. How that feel? What you looking at me like that for? You the one hit me first and
that's funny.
One more. You hit me like 4 times. I remember. Yeah.
He said, one more. Because you hit me about 4 times. He said, ooh, Now that's a tearjerker. That is. Boy, that's funny.